What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a daily goal system that changed my life and may change yours. It's called my ABC goal system. It all began with a conversation that I had with a legendary American marathoner just before running my first marathon. I was asking about how to think about the race, how to think about my goal time, and how to think about my progress during the course of a race. The marathoner gave me this advice. You need 3 goals: an A goal, which is your most optimal case, the best case scenario; the B goal, which is your base case, what you're trying to hit even if you can't hit your A goal; and then your C goal, which is the downside case, just finishing the race in the case of a marathon. I thought about it for a while, and it really helped me during the actual race. When I went out and ran, I had an A goal of going sub 2 hours and 55 minutes. But by mile 20, when cramps set in, I realized it wasn't going to be possible. Resetting mentally to the B goal, which was to keep under 3 hours as the final time, really helped me. I had something to continue to push towards, so it didn't allow me to just completely fall off the map when I realized I wasn't going to hit my most optimal goal. Having those 3 goals in mind, what I realized after the fact was that this was a great system for any arena of life. More recently, I was on a group mastermind retreat that I was co-hosting in Mexico when my friend Ali Abdaal, who many of you may know, and I were having a conversation. He asked me about how I think about staying on track with my fitness regimen on the road. He's working on implementing fitness as a bigger part of his life, and so wanted to know what were some of the systems that I was using that were allowing me to keep this habit, keep it going on the road, especially with all the travel that I was doing. What I told him was that I had taken this ABC goal approach from my running and started implementing it into every other arena of life. I'll give you an example. With fitness, what I told him was I had an A goal, a B goal, and a C goal. The A goal was to do a full weight training session and a full cardio session every day. Now, there are some days when I'm able to do that, especially when I'm at home. I'm in my normal routines, I'm sleeping enough, I'm able to keep up with my nightly routine, the things I do in the morning. Everything is sort of optimal when I'm at home and tailored for me to hit that A goal. I normally do hit that when I'm home. But I also have a B goal and a C goal. In my case, my B goal is to just have an hour of movement during the day. Normally that's a shorter weightlifting session and a shorter cardio session, not the full session that the A goal would require, but it's enough. That's my B goal. Now, normally when I'm on the road, I'm able to hit that if the hotel has a gym, which I normally look into in advance, or if the weather is walkable, I can get a good walk in as some of my cardio. There's a way for me to hit that B goal. Now finally, I do have a C goal. And a C goal is just your downside case. It's your idea of minimum viable progress, the idea that anything above 0 compounds. You don't need something to be optimal in order for it to be beneficial. That's what you need to remind yourself. So my C goal, from a fitness perspective, using that example, is just to move my body for 30 minutes. That's it. It can be any type of movement. It can be doing push-ups and sit-ups in a hotel, or it can be going out for a walk in Hyde Park when I'm in London. Just doing that, I know that I've achieved my daily progress within the fitness arena. It doesn't have to be optimal, the A goal, for it to be beneficial. If you just hit your C goal regularly, you know that you're making forward progress towards what you're trying to achieve in the long run. You're continuing to grease the wheel of that habit and continuing to push yourself forward. I think that this is a critical idea for us to all understand and implement into our own lives. It applies to every arena. With fitness, I just gave you that example. Your A goal is going to be the things like a perfect workout and cardio session. Your B goal might be the middle ground, just hitting something substantive during the day. And then the C goal is just moving your body. Now you can have this for nutrition. Say your A goal is to have perfect meals, 3 perfect meals during the day to nail your macronutrients. Your B goal might just be to have 90% of your calories come from whole unprocessed foods. And your C goal might just be to hit your protein target for the day and not worry about anything else that comes into play. If you just have these in mind, it really takes pressure off yourself. A lot of us ambitious people, the worst thing that we do is that we put perfect as the enemy of the beneficial. We put perfect as the standard, and so anything below that, we start to be down on ourselves, we start to bang on ourselves, when in reality, we need to just allow forward progress to be forward progress. The ABC goal system works for that. In your relationships, it's another way to think about it. Your A goal in your partner and spousal relationship may be to spend an hour of focused present time with the person every single day. Well, that's not always possible. Sometimes you're traveling, sometimes your kids are having tantrums. There are things that come in the way of doing that and achieving that A goal. So knowing that your B goal is to have 15 minutes of present focused time with the person every day is a good ground to be able to fall back to. Maybe you're traveling, so that 15 minutes of a focused FaceTime call or phone call is all you can get. It's still driving you forward towards your ultimate goal. And finally, a C goal, one present focused conversation, or giving the person one point of gratitude, something that you feel great about them, might be your C goal. It's always within your control to hit that C goal. Now, a good ABC goal system should be within your control. The A goal is going to be something that feels ambitious. It should be the perfect case, the thing that you hit when it's optimal, the optimal day when you're feeling great. Your B goal should be something that you can achieve on any average day, when you're feeling okay, when your situation is just average. And then your C goal should be something within your control to achieve on the worst day possible, when you feel like crap, when nothing's going your way, or when you're traveling. You should be able to achieve that C goal and continue to march yourself forward. What about for work? Within the work arena, I think of my A goal as being 2 long, focused blocks of work. I think of those as like 90 minutes to 120 minutes. That's about the extent of my ability to work in a focus block. If I can have 2 of those during the course of the day, that's an exceptional outcome. That is my A goal. My B goal is to have 1 of those, 1 deep focus work block during the day on the most important things, on the really high priority items. And then my C goal is to just have 1 shorter focus block, even if it's just 30 to 60 minutes, where I sat down and drove forward the highest priority items that are creating progress in my life. I know that even on a day when I travel, when I'm out of my routines, if I can sit down and just get that 30 to 60 minutes of focused effort on the one thing that matters, I'm pushing myself forward in the main area and the main thing. And then within the mental health arena, it's important to think about making daily progress. Having an ABC goal will help. My A goal might be to hit my cold plunge, hit my sauna, get my meditation in, get my tech-free walk in. All of these things might be a part of my A goal. I know that I can hit those when I'm at home, when the situation's perfect. But when it's not, having the B goal, which is a scaled down version of that, knowing that if I just get a 30-minute technology-free walk in, and a little bit of my morning cold, I'll be great. Taking 1 step down from that, if I just get a 15-minute walk in where I can clear my head, that's my C goal. I can do that every single day, no matter how I feel, no matter where I am. I know that I can get that done. Having mental health be an arena that you're trying to make progress in, that you're using these ABC goals in, is critical. You will continue to make progress and you'll feel great on a daily basis. The way to implement this system in your life is to think about the big buckets, the big areas of your life that you have goals around, that you're trying to drive forward. For each of those, write down what your A goal, B goal, and C goal is. Figure out what that level is, and then make a chart. Actually have columns during the day where you can actually put a check mark next to the day. If you hit the A goal, put the check mark next to the B goal, put the check mark next to the C goal. Figure out which one you hit and make sure you're checking one of the 3 boxes on any given day going forward. If you can do that, you'll be well on your way to making amazing progress in any of these areas. Try implementing my ABC goal system alongside my annual planning process. You can click here to find that video to understand how all of this fits into the long-term planning for the course of a year, to change your life during the course of the year. Implementing my ABC goal system during the course of the year to come will fundamentally change how you think about goal setting and how you think about goal achievement in the year ahead. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, stay curious, friends.